Welcome back to Been There, Watch That. We are on episode number 53, and with his second appearance on the program, Mr. Robin Williams. If you want to see a review of Awakenings, that was episode number 33, where he was alongside Robert De Niro. And this time, from 1993, it's Mrs. Doubtfire, selected by Joe.
Man, I gotta say, guys, we talk about two complete polar opposites coming from Robin Williams. We go from Awakenings, which is a very heartfelt, very difficult movie to watch, to Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yeah.
Hello! Yep. A little more slapstick this time around.
Yeah. Yeah, this is one of these. This is what we know Robin Williams for, and love him for.
Oh man, the face mask falling out of the window and getting run over by the truck.
Yeah. I like how his brother showed it. There you go.
Yeah.
We planned for this.
BeenThereWatchThat.com if anybody wants to go check out some past reviews or social media, BTWT Pod.
Yes. So
The algorithms have spoken.
Yes.
Algorithms.
And I'm just going to go out ahead and stick my neck out on the line saying I believe the algorithms have spoke well.
Oh, yeah.
So
I've seen this one many times. This is
how can you not?
this is probably my fourth or fifth time seeing this.
So anybody that has absolutely no idea what we're talking about, so here's the rundown. Troubled that he has little access to his children, divorced Daniel Hillard, played by Robin Williams, hatches an elaborate plan. With help of his creative brother Frank, played by Harvey Fierstein, he dresses as an older British woman and convinces his ex-wife, Miranda, played by Sally Field, to hire him as a nanny. Mrs. Doubtfire wins over the children and helps Daniel become a better parent. But when both Daniel and his nanny persona must meet difficult parties at the same restaurant, his secrets may be exposed. So, here
Hello.
Yeah.
I always thought that line was toodaloo.
No, it's hello.
I know, yeah.
So, here is the casting call. Robin Williams plays Daniel Hillard, and he's known for, as Justin said, Awakenings, which you can find in our archives, Good Morning Vietnam, Good Will Hunting, and 1 Hour Photo. Sally Field is a repeat offender on our podcast.
Well, yeah, I mean, she's a star-studded actress that's in a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Just so good. She's talented.
Episode 50, Forrest Gump. Go check it out.
Yep.
And what was the other one?
Smokey and the Bandit.
Smokey and the Bandit.
Episode 19.
Yep.
And she's also known for Steel Magnolias and Lincoln. Pierce Brosnan this is his first time on our radar. He plays Stu, and of course he's known as James Bond in many of the 007 movies.
Mm-hmm.
Polly Holliday plays Gloria. She's known for Gremlins, Alice, and The Parent Trap. Matthew Lawrence plays Chris Hillard. He's known for The Hot Chick and Boy Meets World, and that's Joey Lawrence's little brother. Mara Wilson plays Natalie Hillard, and she's known for Matilda and Miracle on 34th Street.
Mm-hmm.
Lisa Jacob plays Lydia Hillard, and she's known for Independence Day. Anne Haney plays Mrs. Sellner, and she's known for Liar Liar. Scott Caparulo plays Jack. He's known for Star Wars Episode 1 and Nash Bridges. Martin Mull plays Justin Gregory, and I did not know this until after I was doing my homework. Mr. Mull, this is a repeat offender for him as well.
Really?
Yeah, he was in Clue.
Oh.
Yeah, completely forgot about it. Oh, and justifiably so. Which you can find in our archives.
Yep, episode 13.
There we go. Also, and he's also known for Jingle All the Way and Roseanne.
Yep.
Terrence McGovern plays the ADR director Lou, which we meet at the beginning of the film, and he's known for American Graffiti and DuckTales the movie.
Piss off, Lou.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got to do what I've got to do.
You know, I thought that was a pretty good scene, though, because, you know, he's upfront and real. I don't know. I liked it. I liked the way he played it.
Yeah, they're biased. That's a mistrial.
That's the cast?
Yeah, that's the casting call. Sorry about that.
Yeah, well, no, I'm still looking down through the cat. There's a lot of people there.
Yeah.
The scene we're referring to is it kind of opens with Robin Williams. We find out that he's a voice actor. He does some side gigs doing this cartoon with a little bird, and he's doing all the voices of the bird and then the cat. But then the cartoon has the bird smoking a cigarette, and he has a moral
issue
qualm
with
with
it, yeah,
that.
which I liked. I was like, I don't remember that being part of the movie.
They basically tell him, you either read the script like it's
Yeah.
written or get out of here, because he's throwing in stuff like making the bird cough and stuff.
Yeah.
And then everyone in the studio is smoking cigarettes.
Yeah. Literally everybody but him.
Yeah.
Robin
yeah.
Williams' character's like, do you think this is right, showing cigarettes on a program for children? And you just see these three guys in a booth just smoking.
Well, and the AD guy, he was smoking as well.
Yeah. He's like, that's not fair. That's
Yeah.
they're biased.
So here's something interesting about that cartoon. Chuck Jones, the iconic animator of Looney Tunes and the Merry Melodies cartoons for Warner Brothers, supervised the opening animation. The full 5 minutes of Pudgy Parakeet and Grunge Cat was released as part of a DVD feature. So the DVD of Mrs. Doubtfire has that cartoon as a bonus feature.
Oh, wow.
With different voices or with?
I'm assuming that what it was.
Right.
Neat stuff. Big
So then
cast.
He goes to pick his kids up at the school bus or whatever, and they basically say like, "Did you get fired again?" So
Yeah.
we're kind of
Yeah.
we get a glimpse into his world that he kind of
Chaotic.
he doesn't
life.
toe the line. He kind of
Yeah, this is kind of a revolving door.
stay employed because maybe he doesn't toe the line with the people and do exactly what they want him to do. He's kind of a loose cannon. We find
But
out.
it's Robin Williams. I mean, that
This
part
is-
of the character doesn't stray far from the person.
Is this San Francisco? All this is based. It seems like their house is on a pretty steep
Yes.
hill.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the address that we find out later, that's the actual physical address of the real house. So when Robin Williams died, people actually went to that address and paid homage to him.
Wow.
So if you are on a road trip and you want to see the house that Mrs. Doubtfire was filmed at, you now know the address.
A lot of fun facts about this movie.
Yes.
And I'm sure you got a big list of would you rather see.
Oh yeah. That's why I texted you guys yesterday, because literally,
Get ready.
yeah, there's not many characters we're going through, but there is a list and a half of would you rather. So whenever you guys,
I was surprised how much money this movie made.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
how much? What was the budget?
All
How
right.
much did it make?
25
You
million.
guess. Oh.
Sorry. I ruined the game. Sorry. I saw
25
that and
million,
I was fascinated by it as well.
Made over 400 million on a 25 budget.
Yeah.
Wow. And it's
Second
hard.
highest grossing film of 1993.
Yeah.
Yeah, it fell second to Jurassic Park.
Really?
Yeah,
Yes.
that makes sense. Wow.
Very nice.
I mean, that's just crazy to think. Okay, so it made that much money in box office. I would love to know the all-time gross on that,
Yeah.
which you'll probably never get, based off of syndication. Because literally, it was on TV Sunday night. I was yeah,
Jurassic Park? Or?
Mrs. Doubtfire.
Oh, okay.
So that's one of those. No matter how old it gets, it still holds up very well.
Number 40 on Bravo's 100 funniest movies of all time.
Wow.
I mean, the way they wrote this whole story, it definitely played to Robin Williams' strengths, like allowed him to really
Yes.
go into all his quirkiness and ability with voices and stuff.
Well-
In a comedic way.
Yeah, and the fun facts refer back to that all the time about how he ad-libbed in tons.
Yes.
And they just kept it because it was funny,
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
you know. The big one that I saw that I noticed was like the icing that he hit on his face for the social worker lady,
Yes.
and it fell under her tea.
yes.
That was all impromptu. It was just hot on the set, so it
Oh,
just
wow.
happened to happen. It wasn't part of the movie or script or anything, and then he just said, "Oh, you got your cream and your sugar," and they left it in because it was funny.
Okay. So
That's
when
a great scene.
okay, now I did not know this, and I thought it was hilarious. He slips in a dirty joke that I guarantee all three of us missed.
I'm sure. Hit me with it.
Okay, Justin, do you have any idea?
Is it around that scene or?
No,
It's
it's a
somewhere
little before.
totally-
It's a little before it.
Yeah.
Huh.
soon as you say it, I'll probably know. But
Okay, you at least want to give you the idea of where we're
I
at in the
think
movie?
it's when he answers the door to her, and it's the brother-sister deal.
Nope.
No?
No.
Because I remember something in there. I was like, wait a minute.
Nope.
Okay.
Okay, so it's when they're doing the faces, trying to figure out the best look.
Yeah. He's with his brother and his brother's
Yeah, I mean, he
partner.
slips it in, and you look, and he says it right there, and you have no idea what he's how. Because I've heard this one, but I never got the joke until I seen it last night. Seen the whole story behind it. So do you guys know where we're at now,
No.
Justin?
I mean, I know that was a funny scene, and there was a lot of stuff flying around, but I don't
Yeah.
remember a reference.
Okay, so the one face when they're tying the little scarf thing around, and he goes, "I should never buy gribbons from a moil. It's so chewy." Gribbinus is fried chicken skin, while a moil,
Moyle, yeah.
moil, performs circumcisions.
Yeah, yeah. Yep.
oh yeah, I definitely didn't catch that.
Yeah, I didn't
I
either.
didn't catch it, but yeah, it makes
I was
sense.
like, "Oh, that's so great." So now we know why it's so chewy.
Wow.
I was like, "Oh man, that is one joke that now that I get, I will laugh every time." But to that point, it's just like you didn't know any idea what he
Yeah.
was talking about, and it's like, "Oh, that." Bravo
Yeah.
again, the brilliance of Robin Williams to literally let a
Yeah,
Hey,
sneak that in.
That's
sneak
one-
that in.
One for the parents there.
Yeah.
I'm a parent. I didn't even catch it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, yeah. That's funny.
For those that have no idea of the storyline, just a quick overview is that basically he and his kids, he's like the fun dad. So,
Yeah, we didn't do an overview.
So they're like,
Joe.
all right,
Yeah, we
let's,
did.
Oh, did we?
let's have a big party. Mom won't be home for 4 hours. He brings the whole petting zoo over, trashes the house.
Yeah.
The mom comes
It's like a
back.
circus.
And basically, they've been having some problems, so she's just like,
Had enough, yeah.
yeah, it's their last straw. She says, I want a divorce. Then he only gets 1 day a week with him. He loves his kids so much, he wants to find a way to be around them. He hatches this plan because his wife is hiring help at the house, a nanny, basically.
Yeah.
And he goes to his brother, who's like a whiz with makeup.
Well,
and
I think
makes
he had a
mask.
job in the field of doing something, right?
Yeah, being a makeup artist.
Yeah.
So,
So it's his profession.
So his brother helps him out and basically creates this whole get-up to make him look like a 60-year-old British woman. So he takes on this new persona with a new voice and everything, and then is hired by his soon-to-be ex-wife so he can be around his kids all the time. So that's the basic
So,
outline there.
I found this little video the other day, and as soon as it was a guy making fun or just ruining classic movies, and Mrs. Doubtfire was on that lineup. I was like, I have to watch this to see. And it's one of those, you know what's going on, but you never really give any thought to it until they shine a light on it. Nobody looks at all the illegal activity he has done just to see his kids. Think about it. Not only is he, performing fraud to see his kids, but Miranda pays him a check.
Yeah.
So, and writes it out to Mrs. Doubtfire. I guarantee you he does not have a checking account with the name of Mrs. Doubtfire. So how in the world is he making... Is he cashing this check? So now we're talking a whole other level of fraud. And I'm going, oh, that's absolutely right. Now you just ruined...
I like that Joe's submarining his own pick.
Yeah.
Subtract 2 stars for implausible child endangerment and fraud.
Yeah. I'm going, why did you do this? I was like, it makes perfect sense, but why did we have to address the elephant in the room?
Yeah, yeah. You brought up that's a very good point. I mean, how did he cash the checks? How detrimental is it that he's lying to everybody?
Yeah.
I mean, he is doing it for the,
Right.
I will say, air quote, right reasons, to
Right.
see his kids and to be part of their lives.
Right.
But, I mean, he only had to wait 90 days and get a job, do
Right.
the responsible adult thing, get a job, have a suitable habitat.
Yeah, the judge tells him
I mean, it's not that hard.
with the custody issues between he and his wife, like the judge basically tells him, you gotta get your crap together
Right.
because was living in a kind of messy apartment. And it's like, get a job, and then we can talk visitation and all that stuff.
Well, and that was one of the other points they brought up, but it's California, so I kind of gave it a slide, was who has ever heard of, like, basically a CPS worker coming once a week to check up on him, but only doing it for just him and not both parents? But I'm going, it's California, so, you know, they do things different there, so
Yeah.
I'll give that one a pass.
That's what one of the funnier scenes for me is when he's coming back from being the nanny with his kids over at the place, and he's come back to his apartment, and then the CPS lady is there, just showed up, and as Mrs. Doubtfire, she says, like, she knows her already, and she's like, wait, how do you know my name? And he's like, oh, my brother has been talking all about you. He's right upstairs, I'll go send him down. She's like, no, I'll just go up with you. So then the shenanigans start where he's basically having to run from room to room, ripping off the whole Mrs. Doubtfire get up, and then come back out as him, and then go back in. And
That's the part
I
I didn't buy.
Yeah.
There's no way you pull that off. I mean, there's no way he just zips in a restroom and undoes all the face stuff and blah, blah, blah. That part of watching this movie as a critic now, I guess, kind of ruined it for me, because I was like, there's an implausibility that I just don't like and I don't get.
What was the movie where the guy was on the airplane and, like, went into the bathroom and changed in, like...
Tommy Boy.
Tommy Boy.
Yeah, they did the same sort of thing with this one.
Yeah, all of a sudden
At
he
the
can change
restaurant.
in 1 minute.
He ran into the bathroom and came out 2 seconds later, like,
Yeah.
because it's a big get-up. He's got a bodysuit.
Oh, yeah, bodysuit and
That makes
him
face
look-
mask and hair, and that's why I kind of didn't like that part, because the rest of the story is very real to me, and then you get to that part and you're kind of like, nah.
Yeah, I don't know. Definitely over the top, but I still got a kick out of it.
Yeah, it's one of those, some of this stuff is just over the top, but yet it's such a classic, you almost want to give it a pass.
Well, that's the whole thing where stuff dripping off Robin Williams' face. It's because he has to shove his face into a cake because his Mrs. Doubtfire mask fell out the window, got ran over.
By a garbage truck.
Yeah.
And she's about to come into the kitchen, and he's just like looking frantically.
Oh, but
And shoves his face in a cake and is like, "Oh, this is my evening facial thing or whatever."
but how great was it, those kids that stumbled upon him trying to get back into the Mrs. Doubtfire get-up.
Yeah. That is a funny part. Well, and speaking of that, the part where he has his face in the cake and it drips in her tea, and he says, "Oh, there you go, your cream and your sugar." That was all ad-libbed.
Yeah.
Super hot on the set, and so that's pretty neat. That's why I liked Robin Williams' movie, or still like Robin Williams' movies. He's such a good ad-lib guy.
Yeah, you can't write stuff like that.
No,
necessarily.
you can't picture it, you can't see it coming, I don't think, but he just, went with the flow and made those parts of his movies just amazing.
Well, they said that in the archives there are so many different versions of this movie. Like, there's a PG version, there's a PG-13, and there's an R-rated version. I'm going, oh, I would love to have seen the R-rated version of Mrs. Doubtfire, because I know that this was hilarious, but can you imagine how much funnier the R version would have been?
Yep.
I guess, there's like a half hour.
I don't know.
There's a half hour of stuff that never made it into the movie.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure. I mean, can you imagine the hijinks with Robin Williams on set?
Well, they said to test to make sure that nobody would recognize him, he put it to the ultimate test. Robin Williams dressed up as Mrs. Doubtfire and went to an adult store, bought some adult things,
Yeah.
walked out, and not a single person recognized him.
How funny is that? Well, I mean,
That's stress testing the role right there.
it'd be hard anyway, because being dressed up as an older lady like that and going into that kind of store, it'd be like, wait a minute.
Yeah, that's going to throw up all
I'm just going to avoid some eye contact here, just tell you what you need, go about your way.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
some funny little things here and there where he kind of forgets which outfit he's in. So he'll be riding on a bike, and a lady that is attractive will run by, and he kind of Mrs. Doubtfire checking out. Like
How funny is that?
Well, and at the pool when
Yeah.
at the pool. Did you guys know this? The bartender at the pool, that is Robin Williams' real life half brother.
Wasn't he in other movies with him?
I think so, but
Hold on, let me go check the cast.
okay.
Who was that?
Let me look up.
Robert Todd Williams.
Okay.
I wondered about that. Ooh, all right.
Yeah, okay.
He passed away in 2007.
Okay.
Miss Doubtfire is his only movie.
Really?
Yep. He founded Toad Hollow Vineyards.
Yeah, and that scene, Mrs. Doubtfire's at the bar, at the pool, basically drinking because Robin
Drinking beer.
Williams is upset because Stu, who is Pierce Brosnan, this suave guy, is basically moving in on his wife and family. But they take Mrs. Doubtfire around with them, so he has to basically sit there and watch.
Watch this guy steal his family out.
Watch
from
that guy
underneath him.
kiss his wife and stuff, and he has to pretend to be Mrs. Doubtfire, but really on the inside he's like, because he'll say stuff under his breath like, "I'll drown you in the pool."
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the restaurant scene with Pierce Brosnan and Brosnan and Mrs. Doubtfire, when they're talking about when the kids go to the dessert tray and Mrs. and Miranda's in the bathroom with the little girl, that little back and forth, that was all improv.
Yeah.
That he was trying to get Pierce Brosnan to break character and start laughing. And if you watch, hats off to Pierce Brosnan. But he almost, I mean,
almost a smirk there.
Yeah, if you go back and watch that clip, he is trying his hardest not to just break out of the character. And they said he was successfully able to do that. But man, talk about an impossible task, because you know that this is what actually made Air Suit. It's hard to tell what was said that didn't make the cut, that Pierce had to sit there and suffer through trying to stay in character in that scene.
And Stu comes over at one point to the house, and Sally Field's character is like, to Mrs. Doubtfire, "Isn't he like just great?" And it's Rob Williams. He's like, "Oh, I don't know. If you're into the like tall, mysterious type, I'm more into like short, hairy, and funny or something."
Yeah.
Like trying to discourage her from liking Stu. She's like, "I don't know. He may not be for you, dear."
Those little quips were kind of funny, but I don't know. Yeah.
Had you seen this a couple times already,
I've
Dave, or
seen
once?
parts of it here and there.
Mm-hmm.
I just, I don't know. Those little quips were, like, I feel like some of them were good and some of them were just written in because.
Yeah.
You know, like the restaurant scene I thought was really good. The little quips here and there, like when he's drinking beer and you know, at the bar like that, I don't feel like hitting him in the back of the head with a lime.
Mm-hmm.
I was just kind of like, that's a little too far.
Yeah, I don't know. As a
Because
kid,
there's been a ton of people see that. You know, the bartender would have seen it.
Right,
They're like,
right.
hey, whoa.
Yep.
You know, but
Yeah, but that line's actually become iconic. A walk by fruiting.
yeah. I mean, yeah, there's some of that was good, but you know, just one of those things where
I think
you wouldn't get away with that.
Right. Well, I think it's good. Well, this is back in the 90s, so we're not talking today.
Yeah.
But I think that those little intricates are a good build up to the restaurant scene, because
yes, I
think
agree.
I think the restaurant scene would have fell flat if we didn't have those little stepping stones along the way.
Yeah, I agree. That's a good point.
Yes, probably first saw this when I was younger, so the over the top stuff, I guess, didn't really register with me, and I just went with a lot of it, I think. Just along for the ride and the craziness.
Yeah. I thought the kids did a really good job acting.
Yes, all believable.
I know in one of the fun facts, Blake Lively interviewed or did the tryout for the younger girl.
Yes.
And completely blew it. But it opened the door for, shoot.
Yeah, it was down to him and
Mara Wilson.
Yeah.
Little Natalie.
Yeah.
Huh. All right. Would you rather?
Yeah.
We're his GD kids, too.
Yeah.
Like, what have you been teaching our 5 years? That was funny.
So you guys are ready to play Would You Rather?
You betcha. Lay it
Oh,
on us.
man. You get ready.
I'm going to tell you right now, though, nobody other than Robin Williams pulls this off.
Well, there's a list of people.
I know.
Okay, so for Dan, yeah, because little side note, I sent the guys a text yesterday going, hey, just a heads up, we have a long Would You Rather list to go through.
Yeah.
So for Daniel Hillard, let's see if anybody can touch Robin Williams.
Okay.
Warren Beatty.
Nope. Hello. Nope.
Justin?
Nah. Nope.
Tim Allen.
Nope.
Maybe.
Here's the crazy part. Tim Allen was actually the first consideration.
Yeah. I saw where he had to do Santa Claus, though.
Yeah. Bryan Cranston.
No.
Not funny enough, I don't think.
No.
This one makes these next two make absolutely no sense. Mel Gibson.
No, gosh, no.
No.
Way too serious.
No way.
Harrison Ford.
No.
Nope. No way.
Tom Hanks.
Who
Nope.
would come up with these people?
Rick Moranis.
Nope. Oh, man.
I don't think so.
Maybe.
Too dorky, I think.
Yeah, but he would dress up as a woman and pull it off.
Maybe.
He's a pretty good actor
Yeah.
for that kind of scene.
Yeah.
All right, anyway, maybe.
Bill Murray.
I won't totally write him off.
I say maybe. Yeah.
I mean, got the comedic chops, I think.
Michael Keaton.
Maybe. He's probably the one that I feel would be closest to pulling it off.
Really? More
Yeah.
than Bill Murray?
Bill Murray
Yeah.
and, I don't know, Robin Williams are pretty similar in their silly comedy. Michael Keaton might have done a little bit. I don't know. Man,
Seems
that's a
too
tough
serious
call.
to me. I don't know.
Yeah, he is a little serious. But he did a really good job in Multiplicity.
I think I saw that back in the day.
Yeah. Anyway.
Alec Baldwin.
No, gosh, no.
Justin?
Nah. No. I mean, part of this is, I think a pretty central part of the story is the voice acting ability, which...
Well, here's why I say no to anybody replacing Robin Williams, because I agree with you 100%. He's got that little bit of a British/Irish accent.
Yeah.
That allows him to pull it off that I can't see anybody else doing. Like Michael Keaton, I can't see doing that accent. Bill Murray, I can't see doing that accent. And that's what let him pull off Miss Doubtfire, which is based off a British book.
Right.
Yeah, if you can't nail that accent, the whole
Yeah.
movie's junk.
Right. So that let him have that female, older lady grandma type voice with an accent that let him get away with it.
Good
And
point.
I just don't see any of those other people pulling that off.
What about Steve Martin?
No, same thing. Has the comedy chops, as Justin would say, but not that accent.
Okay. Martin Short.
Maybe. I'd have to hear him with a British accent.
Is he British? Or no? No, Canadian, I think.
Yeah.
John Candy.
Definitely not.
Going from Uncle Buck to
Yeah, nah,
Mrs.
he's-
Doubtfire, you don't think so?
Nah, doesn't have the right voice.
Justin?
No, thanks.
not even going to
Nope.
attempt it. John Goodman.
Nope.
No.
Now this was just dumb. Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, gosh, no.
So, okay, we bought in.
How do you get an Australian accent in this deal?
Take a bodybuilder and...
Yeah.
throw him in there.
Well, it's
Yeah.
not even that, but, I mean, how do you hide his accent?
I don't know what they say. Because it's one of those, okay,
He's
could
very
buy.
distinctive.
Yeah, it's like, okay, I bought him in Kindergarten Cop.
Yeah.
But,
But he kept his voice.
yeah.
And, yeah.
It's like, this is not even close. I guess since he did Kindergarten Cop, maybe they're like, well, this would be a good family. No.
Yeah, no.
Chevy Chase.
No, same thing. No accent.
Nah.
Michael J. Fox.
He's a maybe.
Kevin Bacon.
Definitely not.
Nope.
Jerry Seinfeld.
Nope.
Jason Alexander.
Nope.
Daniel Stern.
Nope.
Really?
Mm-mm.
Billy Crystal.
Maybe, because he in Princess Bride, he does different accents. I think he could pull that off.
Yeah, maybe.
John Travolta.
Definitely not.
Nope.
David Hasselhoff.
Oh gosh, no.
Richard Gere.
Nah.
Nope.
And here's another just absolute ridiculous. Robert De Niro.
No, gosh, no.
Jeff Daniels.
That would be entertaining to see.
On a whole other level.
Yeah.
Yes.
Jeff Daniels, maybe.
But Robert De Niro, I like Justin's thought.
Yeah.
It'd be different.
Oh gosh, yeah, no.
It would be entertaining, but for different reasons. Dan Aykroyd.
No.
Nope.
Another ridiculous one. Bruce Willis.
Oh gosh, no. Who thought these people
I
up?
don't know.
It seems like they just went down the A list of actors and just throw them all on there. Let's not even sort through. Just throw them all on there.
Okay, now this one, personally, I think this would be the closest. Jim Carrey.
Maybe. throw him in a bodysuit, maybe.
Maybe. Man, he would be tall though.
He seems tall and lanky though. It'd be difficult.
I mean, how tall is he? He's over 6 foot, right?
Let me see.
Roughly. So I don't think he could because he's too tall. So that's the other thing. Like Robin Williams is short.
He's 6'2".
Yeah, so that's what I mean. How do you pull off a 6'2" grandma?
Yeah, Robin Williams is probably what, 5'8" or something.
Yeah, he's short and kind of filled that role pretty nice.
Now,
Robin Williams was 5'7".
any of these folks like actually go in and read? Do you know? Do you have?
I knew Tim Allen was the original consideration.
Yeah.
Tom Cruise.
Oh, again, just pull an A-lister. Just make a list of all the actors that are might be available and let's go. That's how that list happened.
Gilbert Godfrey.
No.
George Clooney.
R.I.P. by the way.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, I was surprised when I seen that one. That one caught me off guard. George Clooney.
No.
Kevin Costner.
No.
Nope.
And last but certainly not least, Sean Penn.
Nope. Yeah, that'd be entertaining, but no.
Okay, now on to Miranda Hillard. Sigourney Weaver.
Nope. Too serious.
Justin.
I'm with Dave on this one.
Michelle Pfeiffer.
Maybe. I don't feel like her role was that pivotal. I mean, Sally Field did a great job.
Yes.
Just because she's a great actress. But I feel like anybody could have. Not anybody, but, somebody that seemed a little uptight like a lawyer could pull this off.
Like Melanie Griffith.
Sure.
Madonna.
Nope.
Maybe. But probably not.
Ooh. Justin's saying no and you're saying maybe.
I'm saying maybe. Just because, I don't know. I haven't seen Madonna act enough to really.
Yeah.
She was in A League of Her Own.
Well, now this is back before she went crazy, so.
Well, I'm just saying, like in A League of Her Own, she had pretty good acting chops, but she seemed kind of New Yorkerish. That makes sense.
Now, this one I think personally would be a good one. Or an interesting swap. Jamie Lee Curtis.
That could be okay.
Justin.
Yeah, maybe.
Goldie Hawn.
Oh, yeah, easy. Goldie Hawn could have pulled this off.
Susan Sarandon.
Yes, easy.
Demi Moore.
Maybe.
Leah Thompson.
Yeah.
Helen Hunt.
Yep.
Heather Locklear.
I'm saying no, but just because I haven't seen her act enough.
Meg Ryan.
Maybe.
Justin.
Yeah, maybe.
Morgan Fairchild.
Yeah. Maybe.
And last but certainly not least, this one's going to be an interesting one. Reba McEntire.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
Justin?
She's Southern?
Yes.
Oh, wow. That'd be a little weird. But maybe.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's supposed to be set in Chicago.
No, it's San Francisco.
I think it was in San Francisco, but I think it was set in Chicago, wasn't it?
No.
No?
No.
Huh.
Well, let me look. Yeah, San Francisco.
Okay. Sorry.
Robin Williams, Golden Globe winner for this role.
Really?
Yep.
Very nice.
So, Dave brought this up. Natalie Hillard, little Natalie, Blake Lively.
Yep. I don't know what Blake Lively looked like when she was young, but I thought Natalie Hilliard
Pinpoint.
was on the money for that little girl.
Mm-hmm.
Lydia Hillard, the older daughter.
Yeah, I thought she did a great job too.
Christina Ricci.
Maybe.
Nah.
For Stu, now this one's a little. After seeing Pierce Brosnan in it, I don't think I could see anybody else taking that role. But Tim Allen, they wanted Tim Allen for that role.
Nah, Pierce Brosnan did a good job. You got to have like a swanky businessman that comes in and has that playboy type role. Because they mentioned that, like at the pool, he's made off as a playboy.
Yeah.
And I thought Pierce Brosnan was perfect.
Yeah. So no offense to Tim Allen.
I could see like Alec Baldwin in that role.
Yes. Yeah, that would make more sense.
But Tim Allen's kind of goofy and not really that serious businessman you pull in.
Yeah. I mean, I love Tim Allen's work, but I just can't see him as Stu. I could possibly see him as Mrs. Doubtfire, but not as Stu.
Yeah.
The singer Sting.
Oh gosh, no.
Or Charles.
I don't know.
I mean,
he's pretty swanky.
Yeah, but I saw him in, I don't know. I've only seen him play himself. And that was in The Wedding Singer. And he's super recognizable. I don't know. S. Sting.
Okay, and for the last character, Mr. Lundy, the station manager.
Yeah.
Leslie Nielsen.
Yeah, I can see that.
Dustin Hoffman.
Yeah. I mean, I don't feel like that was a huge role, so.
Jack Nicholson.
Yeah.
Christopher Lloyd.
Yeah.
Gene Wilder.
Yeah.
And now this one I would have loved to have seen. George Carlin.
Oh, yeah.
That one right
George
there.
Carlin could have played his
Yes.
The station manager, the agent. Could have played his brother.
Just imagine those two improving a
Oh
scene.
gosh, yeah, that'd be
Yes.
a home run.
Yes, that I think George Carlin's Mr. Lundy is, my opinion, the only out of all these characters we've talked about. That's the only one I would swap.
Yeah,
What do you guys think?
yeah, easy. I'd love to see George Carlin in this.
Yeah, the guy that was in was fine, but it wasn't like blow the roof off or anything, I thought.
Right. Because could you imagine George Carlin and Robin Williams in the restaurant?
Yeah.
That would
Yeah.
have been wow.
Huh.
Man, they missed the mark on that. I don't know what happened,
Well, yeah, it's hard to tell.
but man, that would have been,
I agree with you though. They missed the mark.
Yes. now, don't get me wrong. The gentleman that played Mr. Lundy.
Oh, he did a good
have
job.
no issues with him.
Yeah, I
but
don't either.
After seeing the other possibilities, I'm going, oh, that would have been so much better. I didn't realize how much better it could have been until.
Well, and I thought Robert Prosky did a great job.
Yes.
He kind of fits that role, older gentleman, owned his business, very
Right.
easygoing. Yeah.
Yeah. No complaints about his performance, but after seeing the potential, I'm going,
Yeah.
ooh, that would have been different and in a good way.
They kicked around the sequel idea
Yeah.
a little bit, where Mrs. Doubtfire goes and keeps an eye on the oldest daughter when she's in college.
Yeah, I read that.
But
and
so much time had passed that it wouldn't even have made sense anymore, because the kids had totally grown up.
right, yeah, the timeline would have been messed up.
She wouldn't have looked like a college student anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then because they was actually talking about it again, and then when Robin Williams passed, that pretty much just shut the door on that.
Yep.
But when I read the thought of the sequel, I thought, okay, I could possibly see a sequel surrounding that. Mrs. Doubtfire, moving in to keep an eye on the daughter, first time in college. I could possibly buy into that.
I mean, yeah, I don't think it'd be as big a hit as this, but
no, I don't
mean,
think
it's
so either.
possible, I guess.
But I could see it making some money.
Yeah.
Would you guys call this a family movie?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Kids' Choice Award. Robin Williams won favorite actor
Nice.
for the kids. Makes sense.
Yeah, because I mean it's now we know now that we get the joke of during the face change scenes. It's still a family flick.
Oh yeah.
I mean, there's
I didn't feel there was anything damaging in it
no.
that I wouldn't let a littler kid, 10, it's 8 or up, I guess. Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know a 5-year-old might not understand everything that's going on, but they might not catch all the jokes. But 8 and up would catch the jokes. And
Well,
see
you
the
wouldn't
funny
have to
part.
worry about it, stepping out of the room and
Yeah.
leaving it on, and then not have to worry about any F bombs being dropped.
Yeah, yeah,
Is it PG-13 or what?
yeah,
Okay. It seemed like there's a little bit of cussing here and there. But
yeah, and a little bit
yeah.
of him scoping the girl and drinking
Yeah.
the beer and all
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
A little bit of sex talk in the restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
So a little bit of that, but pretty tame, especially by today's standards.
Oh yeah.
I didn't realize this was that popular of a movie.
Me neither.
I just had no idea.
Yeah, I thought it would have just
Like,
been
yeah.
middle of the road sort of thing.
Kind of like a Home Alone or something along those lines. But,
Right.
man, this sucker was a home run in the box office and across the board.
Interesting to picture people flocking to the theaters to see this. Like, compared to
Yes.
today's movies, it just doesn't.
Yeah.
It's not even.
Yeah.
It's hard to.
Well, I think
fathom.
I think what it is all this garbage that's so watered down nowadays that a movie like Mrs. Okay, let me ask you this, guys: if Mrs. Doubtfire never existed, the plot and the film itself, would it have made it past the initial pitch? Would they have made it today if it had never existed? Based on today's culture?
Probably not, because
and the
there
way-
isn't any CGI, there isn't any explosions.
Nope, no way.
And it's not watered down.
Right. Yeah, I agree. It wouldn't have made it.
Estimated 50 million movie tickets sold in the U.S. for this one.
That's crazy.
And they looked into, like, there's a cut version, and it just says they took out 13 seconds of sexual innuendo
Yeah, I can see
to
that.
make like a cut version.
Yeah, I
Maybe
think.
it's that where they're sitting at the table.
Yeah, I think that's where it's
talking
at.
about the stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's the only part that I remember that was really shady. You guys ready to rate this baby up?
Is it Robin Williams' best movie?
Is it?
I don't know. What do you guys think? Is this his
No.
crowning achievement?
I don't think so. I think it was a good movie. It's iconic. I think he did a good job. I think it was notable because of his diverse acting.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's his best role.
Well, I think Robin Williams is one of those actors where you can't. It's hard to put a pin on one movie. It's more of a Mount Rushmore situation where you have to put multiple movies at the top rank. It's hard to. It'd be much easier to make a Mount Rushmore of Robin Williams movies than it would be saying, okay, this one movie defines Robin Williams.
I mean, gosh, he was so good in Dead Poets Society, Good Will Hunting, Patch Adams.
Oh yeah.
I
True.
mean, Good Morning Vietnam.
Yep.
Awakenings, he was so. I feel like this is one of his Adam Sandler type movies that's kind of silly and funny.
Right.
That lets his personality shine, but I don't think it shows the broad spectrum of acting that he's capable of.
Right. Yeah, 1 Hour Photo, that was a creepy side of Robin Williams that was phenomenal.
You know, The Birdcage. If you've never seen that, that's
I've
one of
never
those.
watched it.
Yeah, that's one of those that's.
Is his brother in that one too? The Firestein guy? Firestein?
I don't know. Insomnia was
I
a
think
really good
so.
one.
I think so, Justin.
Fisher King. I mean, he's got a ton of good movies.
All right. Let's rate it up.
Ooh.
Start with the lowest rating. Go up, Dave.
Wow. Why you gotta throw me under the bus? like
Bam,
that?
mate.
Or should we go and maybe we'll convince you that it's a mop
Yeah.
button?
Yeah,
Alright,
try to convince me
let's
if that's
start
where you think.
Let's
You're
start at the top.
Nah, this is my pick, so I can't muddy the waters starting out. So I'm passing the torch to one of you guys.
I saw it early on when I was younger. I loved it. On another watch with a critical eye. Not a whole lot I didn't love. I thought a little bit sappy at times. Some of the oh, he loves his kids so much, and they love him. I don't know. A little bit over the top. And now that Dave mentions it, some of the gags were maybe a little over the top too. But yeah, overall, Williams just carries it. So I got to go large on this one.
I'm a large as well for the same reason. I think it's an easy to watch movie.
Yeah.
I think it's a good comedy. I don't think there was enough depth there to really, like I say, I've seen, and part of the problem is I've seen Robin Williams and really liked him in movies where there's a little bit of serious side to him.
Yes.
Or maybe even a lot of serious.
Yeah.
Just because, and that's why I feel like this movie was kind of like a kind of Adam Sandler playoff movie. It's going to be spoofy, it's going to be silly, there's going to be corny jokes, a little bit of implausibility, but a fun watch regardless.
Yeah.
Iconic for sure.
Yes.
But just not, it didn't draw the best out of everybody. And that's where I feel, Mop Bucket, in my opinion, got to draw the best out of everybody.
Right.
Yeah,
And this just drew his Saturday Night Live part.
The premise, I mean, running with just this crazy idea of actually pulling this off and dressing as an old woman. I mean, you're towing the line where you're going to have some really funny stuff, but then maybe stuff that is a little bit.
I mean, the only serious part was when he was in court,
Yeah.
which was okay, but it didn't. He's got more in him. That's the thing.
Which I think they should have hung that lawyer he had. That lawyer was useless.
Yeah.
Don't get me started on him.
Yeah. Yeah. So, large.
Pretty good casting overall, though, I thought.
Yeah, I mean, it had a big cast.
Yeah.
The kids
Stu did a
kids
good
did a
job
great
as
job. Yeah.
The guy, his little enemy he can have. But
Yeah, Pierce Brosnan.
yeah.
Yeah. All right, Joseph, what are you thinking?
Guys, I'm gonna be in the same boat, but I'm going a little higher. I'm going overflowing overflowing large.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I understand that.
Yeah,
I mean-
it's a cult classic. There without any discussion, because obviously if it's playing on a Sunday night on Paramount Network, that there must be somebody watching it somewhere else. They wouldn't be trying to pay money to air it. So it speaks on how liked and how well this movie has stood up.
Part of me thinks a kid nowadays, teenager watching this would think this was kind of lame. Maybe I don't know. It's hard for me to tell.
I don't know.
What the new generation would think of something like this.
That would be an interesting test, to have a teenager nowadays, regardless if they're familiar with Robin Williams' work or not, just say, "Hey, sit down and watch this movie." So, Dave, has your kids seen this movie before?
I doubt it.
That would be an interesting test, to set them in front of it and say, "Hey, tell me what you think of this movie." Cause to see if they go, "Oh, that's just old and that's crap," or "Hey, that's old, that's good. Why aren't?"
Why weren't we familiar with
it?
Yeah.
There's some definite nostalgia kicking in when I watched it. I was unable to watch it totally objectively.
This is a hard one to watch objectively. Yeah.
I agree. It is one of those. That, it's hard to hold anything negative against it.
Although Justin did, body slam Die Hard, so
Justin.
Yeah.
See what you did.
Yeah.
This is why we can't have nice things.
No. All right, well, pretty good rating. Solid movie.
Yeah.
I mean, Golden Globe out of this deal. Robin Williams, iconic. I agree.
Hello. But now that you mentioned it, though, Dave, I mean, Good Will Hunting for me is like, that's my Robin Williams that I love seeing. Cause totally different. I mean, night and day difference. In how the performance was. But it's nice for him to be able to show his comedic side, because that's kind of where he came from.
This is one of those. Mrs. Doubtfire is one of those movies that everybody knows him for.
Yeah,
because everybody
Tip the Hat, the Saturday Night Live, Mork and Mindy, that whole deal.
Yeah, everybody knows him as this over the top, very funny, energetic person. And then when you have roles like Good Will Hunting, Awakenings, 1 Hour Photo, stuff like that completely shows us like a different side of Robin Williams, that actually shows how phenomenal of actor he was.
Yeah.
Because everybody loves to remember him for Mrs. Doubtfire and Good Morning Vietnam. And don't get me wrong, those are classics.
Yeah.
But to be able to flip that switch to the more serious roles, that really speaks of the man himself.
Yeah, I thought you might even come in with a medium on this one, Dave.
Nah, I mean, I appreciate a good movie.
Yeah, all right.
But thank you.
Yeah.
Trying to drive my ratings down, man.
Man,
Sally Fields, the kids sold it. That made it better because they did a good job.
Yeah.
And Stu with Pierce Brosnan did a good job.
Yeah. And I think this is a little different role for Sally Field compared to what we've seen her previously. As Forrest Gump's mom, that was a little different, and then in Smoking the Bandit, that was a little different. This more take charge.
Yeah, I liked her in this
no nonsense
way more than Smoking the Bandit. She was hit or miss for me in that one.
Yeah, seeing back now, I can completely agree with that, because
seemed like she was more developed as a
she matured more.
Yeah. This one I could literally buy her into this no nonsense, take it or leave it, kind of take charge kind of lady. I fully bought into that. There was not 1 second I'm going, really, you're expecting me to buy into this? There was no room for eye rolling on that.
Gotcha. Yeah. Well, we got about 10 minutes left. How are we going to do the next pick? Usually it's fan pick, right?
Yeah.
Do we have another category? Anything new on the fan pick side?
No, but I contemplated texting you guys yesterday.
Oh. A contemplation.
If you wanted to do a fan pick or change things up and do maybe like an episode of a TV show.
Yeah, I've been thinking it'd be like do season 1, episode 1 of something. Like
Yeah.
the pilot of some
Yeah,
TV show.
yeah.
I don't know. I'm a movie guy, so it's hard for me to
Yeah.
agree unless it's, or to be on board with that unless it's something really good.
Unless he binges the entire season.
Yeah, I mean, Stranger Things, that's kind of up my alley, but other than that, I don't know.
Because I mean,
Did you have something in mind?
I didn't know, because I know we've kicked around the idea before.
Well, throw something out there and let's see if it catches.
Well, there's some shows like Cheers or Big Bang Theory or The Office.
Here's the problem with stuff like that for me, for been there, watch that, is that kind of stuff is seen by everybody because that's just mine. I mean, put on there. Where movies, what I like about our movie points are not everybody sees it. Like, Miss Doubtfire, you had to be a little older, I think, to have seen that.
Okay.
And we might be bringing that back to light, or Home Alone or Tommy Boy. Those are, movies that maybe you missed, and by watching this or hearing us talk about this, it'd be like, you know what, I need to go check that out. Where like Big Bang Theory, everybody knows about that.
Okay, so then let's go back a little bit. So a show like Cheers.
Cheers? Maybe.
Or Married with Children, Seinfeld.
Yeah, something like that that's a little older that people just aren't familiar with, because I just feel like everybody's watched the Big Bang Theory. There's merch. There's,
Right. Yeah, so, yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I like the Big Bang Theory.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a fan.
Full House. Wonder Years.
I say we stick with movies until we run out of movies. Although I do like the Wonder Years. Haven't seen that forever.
Now, you knew that...
I've never seen that, so that'd be something for me.
I've caught bits and pieces over the years, so...
Yeah.
Now, they did a remake on that, right?
Oh, those scoundrels.
Yeah.
Why they gotta ruin it?
Oh, so random number picker and fan list.
Is there any other award? What's the award shows where the slap was heard around the world?
Well, yeah, unless we want to do another Oscar nod. Like the one that won was Coda, which is about deaf.
Well, Justin
actors.
Well, Justin already said that we wasn't allowed to do the Will Smith movie.
Yeah, King Richard. Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree with that. I thought that's a terrible act of bullying. I'm mad at Will Smith.
It's a girl who's the only hearing person in her deaf family. Coda.
Oh, yeah, that's got John Krasinski in it.
Best picture of the year.
Can we get it?
What's the movie?
Probably
Coda.
not.
CODA.
Coda?
Yeah, Coda.
Apple TV. I don't have that.
Yeah, that's one, because that had John Krasinski in it, didn't it?
I don't know.
I don't see him listed.
Oh, no, that was a different movie that he was in.
Because we watched Nightmare Alley, and we watched one other one, didn't we? Or no, that was the only Oscar nod we watched.
Yeah.
Nightmare Alley.
It was another movie that had John Krasinski in, that the girl was deaf, that... Okay. Oh, Coda is Apple TV.
Yeah. Well,
I was all excited.
I mean, if you really want, I'll give you another one of my A-listers, Mop Buckets. Just up to you, though.
Let's spin the wheel, see what it's.
Spin the wheel. Here we go.
Spin the wheel, make the deal.
Fine.
You
don't
got
want
a
a mop.
random number picker, Joe?
Give me just a second, and I will.
1 to 127.
Ooh.
Okay. All right, here we go.
Da, da, da.
Number 5.
Balto, B-A-L-T-O. Sounds pretty lame.
Balto.
It's a kiddie movie.
All right, spin it.
116.
Pulp Fiction.
Ooh, yeah. Pulp Fiction's a gnarly one.
I've not watched it, but that...
Have you not?
No.
All right, that's our pick.
Wait. I gotta see if I can get it first.
Oh, okay. Pulp Fiction. Wow, what a cult classic.
It says it's on Prime Video.
Well, it says premium subscription.
Dang
So.
it.
Well, now hold on. I gotta see if it's on Paramount. If it's on Paramount, we're gold.
Joe's got all kinds of avenues of... He's a technology guy. He's got this.
Oh, wait a minute. It might be on HBO Max. Hold on.
I've already got my pick for next week. I'm ready.
Do you really?
Yep.
Wow. Really?
Oh, yeah.
You want to share it with us?
You guys want to know it?
It makes it a little easier for me to pick mine.
Yeah, I can.
But I don't know. It might be a good surprise for next week.
I'll let it fly if you want.
I'll tell you what. Is there a chance you might change it?
Nah.
Solid, huh?
Yeah.
Let it rip then.
The Batman.
Oh,
Ooh,
come on.
The new one?
Yep.
Come on.
That,
Really?
That one's going to be
That's
interesting.
where we're going?
Yep.
That's going to be interesting.
The Batman. Jeez.
Okay, then I'm going to change, because I haven't picked mine yet. So instead of letting the algorithm speak, I'm going to go. If you're going to do the Batman,
No.
I want to do the 1989 Michael Keaton
Oh,
one.
gosh. Really?
Okay, I'm not. Hold on.
You guys are going to subject me to this?
Yep.
Hey,
It's
Dave.
It's only 3 hours.
Hey, Dave.
3 hours?
Hey, Dave. That's payback for 2 Mad Maxes.
No, that was Justin's deal, man.
I'm not letting him fall on the sword on both of them.
Yeah.
I refuse to.
I can be talked out of it, though.
Gosh.
It's not set in stone.
Okay, hold on. So
Batman.
let me do this. I'm having. According to this, it says Pulp Fiction on Paramount Plus, but yet I'm not seeing it. So I'm still working here, guys.
What was we talked The Godfather? That just had its 50th deal.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen that?
I'd be up for that.
No.
I've seen parts of it. I don't think I've ever sat and watched the whole thing. So why don't we do this? If we can't get Pulp Fiction, how about we do Godfather? Can we get Godfather?
Probably not. But I'm pretty sure we can get Pulp Fiction. But I'm looking to see if it's actually on Paramount or not. It's just fighting me all the way.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's not a big deal. People.
Well,
can-
no, it's
people
not.
can-
It's
People can catch up if we don't name it today.
here we go. Copy.
I
There
don't
we
think
go.
Godfather's available either.
Okay, here we go. Search.
I spun the wheel again. The League of Their Own came up.
Okay, Pulp Fiction. Pulp Fiction is on Paramount Plus.
Okay.
So
All right.
Pulp Fiction it is. Easy cheesy.
Yep.
Okay.
and it's another Quentin Tarantino film.
Nice. Oh my gosh, it's massive.
I have not watched Pulp Fiction, so this is gonna be a first
Yeah,
watch for
that'll
me.
be good for you. Have you seen it, Justin?
Yep.
Okay.
All
Yeah.
right. Oh, our work here is done.
Our work is done. All right. Well, somebody close this deal out.
All right, so for all of our news and reviews, check out our website at beentherewatchthat.com. Follow us on social media. We're on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, at BTWT Pod. And be sure to subscribe to the podcast, Been There, Watch That. We're on all the major platforms, and all of our episodes are hosted by Anchor.fm.
All right. So,
We've been there. We've watched.
yeah, we've been there. We watched it. So, for myself, Joe, Justin, coming back next week with Pulp Fiction, cult classic. How big do you think Pulp Fiction is? I keep saying cult classic, but
Well,
I think it's pretty mainstream, right?
I'm looking I'm on the Amazon viewing of the
Yeah.
thing, and it says it's an 8.9 rating on IMDb and has 5 stars based off of over 20,000 reviews.
Okay. I mean, it was pretty funky when it came out. Like, it made a splash because it was so funky.
Yeah.
So I don't know that a lot of people like. It's not
Big-
going to get like an older generation. You
Well-
couldn't
well-
take young kids to it. So
Well, and Quentin Tarantino, he
yeah, he's out there.
Yeah, he marched to the beat of his own drum anyway.
Yeah.
So
But I mean, now I think it's kind of
Kind of become more mainstream
Yeah.
over time. I think.
okay. Well, interesting. All right. Well, good job, gentlemen. Good movie with Miss Doubtfire. We'll be back next week with Pulp Fiction. Everybody have a great week and join us and Been There, Watch That, because we have, as Justin just said, been there. Oh, you go ahead.
Been there. Watch that.
All right. Everybody, see you next week.